Hello everyone. Thank you guys for tuning in to Shape Out Adventures. My name is Tammy and this is my channel. This is a nursing related channel and today we're going to be talking about how much did it really cost me just to sit my NCLEX. I have a video on my TikTok, so I thought I'd give my YouTube subscribers a video too. Like, how much did it really cost me? Like, we like to say, yeah, the NCLEX is $200, but we know like it's more than that. I set my NCLEX by myself, like without an agency, because I wanted more bargaining power and I was unsure whether I wanted to do direct hire or if I wanted to do staff and agency. And the agency usually reimburses, like my agency reimbursed me like good much money. So moving on. Let's start at the beginning. So you're gonna have to apply for CGFNS. You're going to have to get all of the documents for CGFNS, which do cost a pretty penny. So at the time of me applying, which was in 2021, my CES professional report from CGFNS. So the time for me applying for my CES report from CGFNS, it was about $360. So $360 just for my CES report. And then CGFNS requires for the CES report a copy of my BGCSE certificate. For those of you who don't know, I'm in the Bahamas. I think I'm wearing my Bahamas shirt today. Yeah. So the BGCSE certificate is like the American SAT. I don't know what Jamaicans would have, but oh god, the GCSE. Yeah, I think that's what y'all have, GCSE or GCE. So it will be that. You could either submit your high school diploma or BGCSE. I had a friend who submitted a high school diploma and then they still asked for the BGCSE. So I would say just skip straight to that high school standardized test for your country. You need that. You submit that. That was free because I already had mine in my binder. If you know, you know, your grandparent probably have you all your papers. So I had all my papers. So scanned that, submitted that. So that was free for me. I think it's like $20 to request a copy from the Bahamas Testing and Evaluation Center or something like that. So those CS report, BGCSE certificate, and then I had to request my transcript for my university to be sent to CES, to CGFNS. At this time, I want to say, I don't know the exact figures, but I remember my money. So I want to say I spent no more than $200 with UB to get my transcripts officially sent to CGFNS. At this time, they weren't doing electronic transcripts. I had to get them like mailed. So it cost a pretty penny because I think they charge like $75 to mail it and then like $25 for like the transcript. That's why I say it wasn't in one $200. And I think now they accept electronic transcripts, but that was just becoming a thing by the time I needed my stuff. So moving on, the last thing you would need for CGFNS would be for your nursing board in your country to email a verification to say that this is when she got her nursing license. She's officially a nurse in this country. And this verifies everything that she probably told you. And if she didn't tell you this, then she's a liar. But I'm a liar. So they send the stuff. And that was $80, $80 to $100 at the time. Bear in mind, this is like 2021. So right now, CGFNS is $365. UB was, let's say, $100, so it's $465. And nursing council, let's round it up to $100, is $565. So just to do CGFNS alone, we are $565 in debt. That is why I tell everyone, you need to do CGFNS first because all of that stuff takes forever and a day to get to CGFNS because it has to be mailed, especially nursing council. If you know, you know. And they have to mail it. And I think there's so much nurses that are leaving. The council is like overwhelmed. Like I have to give them like, it's only like what, 3 of them working. And they overwhelmed with a lot of people who like requesting stuff. And If you're a Bahamian nurse and you watching me, y'all, please don't wait till council is about to put on the council exam for nurses coming in to put in your verification. They worrying about council exam as they should be. They're not worrying about your verification. Like, they're gonna try to do it, but they got like what? Sometimes it be like 100 plus nurses about to sit a paper examination. Try to go in off season if you're gonna do your verifications. Moving on. So you have done CGFNS. You did it first if you listen to me, because you have to wait on nursing council to send the stuff, and you have to wait on UB to do those stuff, and that could take like a month. So I got a little break in my spending. So I did like a bulk $500 and something. Then after CGFNS received all my paperwork, I moved on to the stuff that my board of nursing in the United States require. I registered with the Illinois Board of Nursing. At that time, my license for the Illinois Board of Nursing was $98. I had to go to Commonwealth Bank. You can go to any bank. I think they accept online payments now. At the time, they didn't do online payments, so I had to do a check, a U.S. check. So I had to give Commonwealth Bank like $98 USD. And I don't even think I had USD. I think they had to like convert it. However, then I had to pay them the conversion fee, and then I had to pay them like a check fee, and then I had to take that check and I had to go to DHL and I had to have it mailed. So in total, just dealing with the bank and getting this $98 check, I probably spent like $125. DHL sometimes has sales in terms of like US document shipping. Sometimes I caught them on a sale, sometimes I didn't. So I will just budget for you guys $50 to $65. Sometimes it was only $30 if they was having a sale. I think I caught the sale once during this whole process. So $100 for my nursing, $120 for my nursing license. So we added to $565. We are up to what, $680 now. And then we have to send our stuff to the US, our check, and let's just budget $50 for that. So we up to like $730, I think. So we up to like $730. After that count just now, we can see how much adding I could be doing in my head, because I feel like I'm messing y'all up. Just write it down. So application fee for Illinois Board of Nursing that has been submitted. I'm officially on their books. Now I have to do Pearson View. Pearson View is $200. You can pay that online. So now we up to about $930, $50 after you pay for Pearson View. Then you have to do fingerprinting, because the Illinois Board of Nursing, all boards of nursing in the United States, like you can't get away from this part, is they require fingerprinting. If you're in the Bahamas, I know you have to go to the Royal Bahamas Police Force Central Detective Unit, which is the police office that is opposite the stadium. You have to go there. You have to pay online. I think you could pay online or you could pay in person, but I think they were transitioning to pay online. You guys know the portal now that like you could request police records and your birth certificate and marriage certificate online. I think it's like My Gateway. You can do your fingerprinting there under the Royal Bahamas Police Force tab. So it's $20 for fingerprinting. That's how much it was then. Shouldn't go up that much. And for those who are not in the Bahamas, you should be able to go to any police department just like us. I don't know if you guys have like a central police department. I would just call your local police department and see if they offer fingerprinting and if you could come in. I was talking to the guy at the police force, because I had to talk to you. See, what did you guys say? And he was like, when they first started doing fingerprinting, it was actually free. So it was free. You could come in, like they do your favor, fingerprint, you do your fingerprints, and you'd be on your way. But because so much people started needing fingerprints, so everybody started leaving, they started charging for it. So now it's $20. Jamaica, Philippines, Trinidad, Grenada, Guyana, all you guys, just try your local police department and it might be free for you guys. So your fingerprints have to be done. Our police department does not provide fingerprinting forms. You have to print your fingerprint card yourself. If you Google FBI fingerprint card PDF, you should download it. It'll come up, fill it out, take it to them. They fingerprint you. Takes probably like 5-10 minutes, depending on who you get, because I had to do it twice. And anyway, so it takes like 5-10 minutes. Then you take that card and you have to mail that. So $20 for Royal Bahamas Police Force, and then another like what? I think this is the one that had discount on. So it was $30 for me. It's gonna be like $50-$60 for you to mail this fingerprint card to Illinois. So I forgot the part that I actually had to mail the check and the application together, but they got mailed together, so it's still at $65. So with the fingerprint card, you don't mail those fingerprints to the Board of Illinois because that would just be too easy. You don't mail it to any nursing board in the US because that would just be too easy. You have to pay for a company to scan your fingerprints from the paper. So if you already in the US and you know you want to do Texas Board of Nursing, if you're already in Texas, like on vacation, do your fingerprints then. It's probably going to be cheaper. Not probably, it will be cheaper. But if you're in the Bahamas and you're trying to do this process, you have to pay. So I had to pay like $65 to, I think I used 123 Fingerprint Me. I had to ship this thing to them. So then I mailed the fingerprints to that company. After I mail it, I had to mail like my fingerprints, a copy of my driver's license, and my email in the back. They take that fingerprint card paper that the police force did for you, and they do a live scan and enter it into the United States criminal database, because the Board of Nursing, doesn't matter which one you go to, has to do a background check on you. And that's what the fingerprints are for. So they then give you like a TIN number that Illinois, I didn't have to tell them what my TIN number was. I don't know how that works. So they're like companies. I think they sent mine directly to Illinois. That's how they do it, because they ask you what it is you need it for. So after that, I was pretty much done with Illinois. So what? I lose track of the numbers, but let's say we up to like $1,200 now. And that's just how much it was to get my ATT. So now we have an ATT, the Board of Nursing is satisfied, like we cooking with gas, so on and so forth. Now we gotta sit our exam. So Pearson VUE emails you, tells you that your ATT is valid for this amount of months. Great. Problem is, if you're anything like me and you fed up, you want to sit your exam right away. So I gave myself, I want to say like a month and a half, maybe less, to study, which means that you only could buy a ticket in a month because you don't know when you get an ATT, which means the ticket prices are probably going to be a little high. Ticket to Orlando was like $300. I think that's where it's at. I know Orlando or Fort Lauderdale was like $300. Hotel room for 3 days, 2 nights was like $200. And then Uber to and from the testing center was like $60 total. I think it was like $30 each way. And that's just hotel, Uber, and that's it. Yeah. The good part is, what I would say is, try to get a Pearson VUE testing center that's close to your hotel, aka close to the airport. Why? Because if you have a hotel with free airport like transportation, you don't have to worry about getting to and from the airport. You only have to worry about getting to the testing center and back, and then the hotel will take you to the airport. And that takes a little bit of weight off your shoulders. Obviously, there's not included food while you're over there. I mean, I was over there from the day before because I don't like to chant stuff. Ain't no way my exam at 2 o'clock and I just reach in the US 11. It ain't working. 11 a.m. It ain't working like that. So, overall, what? $1,500-$1,600 just to sit my NCLEX by myself. But it sounds like a lot, and it is. I'm gonna lie. It sounds like a lot, but I mean, you have to take into consideration the fact that this was like spread up over like months. Like CGFNS took like 2 to 3 months. Like my Illinois application, even though I did all those stuff within like a week to 2 weeks, like it still took them like 2 to 3 weeks to approve it. Then after they approved it and sent it to Pearson, like it still took Pearson a little while to get my ATT. No, it took me like a day or so after it was approved, but still. And then you still like have a month before you have to pay for hotel and stuff like that. So it's not $1,500, give me your money. It's like $500 here, $600 here, $400 here, which eases the burden. I think that's all. As always, I thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Tammy, and this is a baby channel. I'm trying to get back into it. I'm trying to grow. If you could like, comment, share, subscribe this video, I would be ever so grateful. This is Shea Butter Adventures. Follow me on all social media platforms. I am on TikTok at Shea Butter Adventures 25. I'm on Instagram at Shea Butter Adventures. My Instagram is more my travels, sort of. I don't really do too much talking on there. If you have any questions, queries, concerns, any additions to what it is I have to say, like certain board of nursing require more. Like Texas, you guys have to pay for the Judapers exam. I think that's how you pronounce it, which is a law exam. You have to know nursing law in Texas, da 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 da. I didn't have to do that. Like, if you have a board of nursing and had another random requirement, let me know in the comment box below. As always, don't register with Florida. It's a whole other video by itself. Just thanks so much for watching. Like, I really do appreciate it. Like, we growing, y'all. Building up the temple, building up the temple, building up the temple for the Lord. Subscribers, can you help me? Subscribers, can you help me? Building up the temple for the Lord. Building up the YouTube channel too. I'm venturing, guys.